It's happening right now.
Is it? Oh, it is, Paul. It is time for the
Versus series with the Jon Paul Show. Brought to you by Jon Paul.
Yeah. Yes, that was so great. Everybody loved that part.
Right there. That's crazy.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I can't remember who even suggested this. Somebody suggested this. I can't remember who. I said that twice. But it is peanut butter and jelly versus ham and cheese. Now, John, before we get into any kind of debate here,
right?
I think before we even get started, I think you and I need to talk just a few minutes about the delight, the glory of the ham sandwich experience, of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich experience, because there's nothing better than a quick lunch, right?
Absolutely, because we're poor. We are poor.
So hook 'em up, right?
So everybody's got to try to find ways to be able to save a dime. So go into Walmart and buying some peanut butter and your favorite jelly. I always got to have the Welch's grape jelly. That's what I've got to have. That's in there. And the favorite peanut butter, whether it's creamy or nutty, or whatever.
Oh, I think they all. Go ahead. Get that later. Okay.
People got to buy it with the ham, and do you get deli sliced? Do you get like the good kind? Do you get the cheap kind? The cheese that's got to come with it at all, and everything like this to save money. So yes, everybody loves a good quick lunch, Paul.
Okay. That being said, let's get into it.
Oh,
all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear some. How do I say this, Paul?
I don't know, John. How are you going to say it?
Some disappointments in this talk here. One of us is going to be disappointed here very soon.
They sure are. They sure are. We'll see what happens on this one. Before we get started, Caleb, help us out, bud. Who won our poll? What's that go right now? And by the way, the poll is probably going to be out within the next 24 hours for the one for next week. So please pay attention to that. But the poll for now is, I guess I could just get my phone and find it. I'm sorry, I put him on the spot there. But we're looking for the poll and see who the people choose, and maybe that's something we should share at the end. Who the people? Let's do that. Let's do our thing, and then let the people choose. Right now, of course, Brandon's having Greek gyros or heroes.
Heroes.
What do you call that?
I don't know.
I thought it was gyros. Hero.
Thank you, Caleb, for coming in there.
Starts with the letter H, but it is Greek, and I understand the Greek language. Well, I don't understand the Greek language, but I understand that it's very difficult to understand. So there we go.
My lexicon helps me understand the Greek language.
I got 4 or 5 books out. Okay. 68 to 32.
That was a lot closer than I thought.
Who led that? PB&J won by double. You thought it'd be closer than that?
No, I thought it's closer than what I thought it would be.
Oh, okay.
It's actually closer than what I thought it'd be.
All right. So let's start with ham and cheese, John.
Let's go ahead and start with ham and cheese. Paul, ham and cheese is a classic. We're talking about 2 classics here, so let's get that under everybody understanding. Ham and cheese is a classic.
Let's start with ingredients, John. Let's get some ingredients happening.
Okay. Well, both of them have bread. Correct with that?
No, we're talking about ham and cheese. So
ham, can you go wrong with the ham, Paul? I mean, we have bacon, we have ham, we cook it for Thanksgiving, we cook it for Christmas. That is one of the premier meats that we have during these wonderful times. Okay. And what are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing.
And then, of course, you have. I can't look at Caleb. He's cracking me up right now. Then, of course, you have. He's
going.
I got to get off of him from seeing this.
Versus series is awesome.
Then you have your cheese, and you're getting your daily milk that you need, because every one of us need milk. Because Paul, you need milk. You're getting older, and your bones are going to start getting brittle. So you need to be able to take care of yourself. What does that look for?
I don't understand. Why are my bones getting brittle when I'm just like 2 years older than you?
Because mine are, so I know that yours are. Dale asked the question, which kind of ham?
There's a lot of kinds.
The good kind, Dale.
The good kind. That's kind of vague, my friend. Oh, brother, the good kind. Well, if you need to find out how to properly pronounce Hero, Brandon put it in the chat room, so go there.
That's funny.
I mean, he would know. I mean,
okay, no Paul. Well, then before we get any further, then let's hear about your peanut butter and jelly.
Well, I mean, we're not through with your ham and cheese yet.
Oh.
I mean, you talked about, I mean, the good stuff. Is there a drawback to ham and cheese?
To me, there's not a drawback. You can use mustard or you can use mayonnaise on it.
Okay, we're not putting mustard on ham and cheese, okay? We're not putting mustard on cheese.
Do you never put mustard on your stuff when you go to Subway?
No!
Oh.
Never. No mustard. No mustard. Mustard, I mean, how long have you known me? It's like we were drifting apart. Okay, here's the deal. Wait, somebody's in your office.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Is it no, she makes this trip.
No, Lee Woodring just walked into my office here.
Who did?
Yes, I have a guest appearance of Lee Woodring.
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
Yes, she's the guest host on the Jon Paul
Show. Awesome. What's your favorite, ham and cheese or peanut butter and jelly?
What's your favorite, ham and cheese or peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly. I don't like ham unless it's on a croissant. And then a ham and cheese croissant is where it's at.
That's what I had this morning for breakfast, actually.
Wow, I gotta try that out. That sounds good. It's good to see you.
I'm going to get my kid now.
Okay.
Hey.
See you, girl.
Good to see you, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something you need to consider with ham and cheese. Do you have any idea how long peanut butter and jelly can last? Here we go, John.
Okay, tell me about peanut butter and jelly, and I'm going to tell you my argument.
I've had some bad ham before, and ham doesn't last very long. Okay, I think it lasts maybe a week in the fridge. If you go 2 weeks,
mine has lasted longer than that.
Okay, then you're tasting some sour ham. All right, and your cheese actually has a good long shelf life in the fridge, I would assume.
It's right.
It depends on what kind of cheese you're using there.
Yes.
There is the boar's butt ham, which is, I would think, the top of the line ham. It has a smoky, rich roast taste. There is the honey baked ham, which people have gotten. We've been there before. Nice restaurant. You can hardly see them. They need more. It's a really awesome place. But anyway, those are fine. I can take a jar of peanut butter, put it on a shelf, and a year later, it's just as good. So please keep that in mind. I love peanut butter and jelly. Okay, peanut butter and jelly takes less ingredients to get to the finish line of the making process because it's not ham, cheese, mayonnaise, mustard. It is simply peanut butter jelly.
Oh, Paul, but here's the thing.
It's good. It's good. Makes a prayer. So here's what happens here. Very interesting to understand. If you're going to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you got to go creamy. Okay. Nobody wants no sneaky nuts in your sandwich. All right. That's just not something anybody wants. Okay. That just presents all kinds of trouble, all kinds of harm.
Oh Lord.
Those of us who are dealing with diverticulitis can't deal with that. So peanut butter and jelly is the way to go. Now here's the great thing with your ham and cheese. There are options, but with peanut butter and jelly, you have grape jelly, as you have so eloquently decided that is one of the best, which I'm willing to believe it's top 2, 3. Strawberry jelly is awesome. I love the ones that the squeeze bottles because I don't like to wipe it out there. All right, so you got that. You got peach. All right. Grandma, I call her Mama. She used to make this pear preserves like beyond belief, man. You lay that on a piece of bread, you put peanut butter on stuff. Oh, you kidding? Life is happening now. I'm just telling you the succulent taste of what you can appreciate through what Peter Pan can put on one side and what Mama can put on the other seems to reign supreme in the eyes of this Ferlin. And
okay, Paul. Okay, Paul. Let me go ahead and say why it's not peanut butter and jelly, but it is ham and cheese with all this. And so this is we're gonna take care of the audience right here, so everybody knows. Because first of all, ham and jelly is not based on a fairy tale like Peter Pan that flies around in a tight little outfit.
You say.
And the second thing is, and you said this, you brought this up, the health concerns that come with peanut butter. You even talked about, people with diverticulitis. I can't even say that word. It's such a big word to say. But also, Paul, with the allergies that people have toward peanut butter, people who may not even eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich are at risk for their lives because you may eat that peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They could die because you could commit peanut butter murder on somebody with peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They got to take their EpiPen around just in case something happens and they get this attack coming through. So you're telling me that we are going to put the champion today is going to be a health concern versus the pure and great health ham and cheese sandwich.
You're really going peanut butter murder? Really? What person died because of the peanut butter needs? Are you saying that the peanut you're going with the live peanut guy? We're going to shoot him and obliterate him so we can wipe him over our bread? That sounded bad. Okay, but
look, your wife went on my side. That's all I can say.
Well,
yeah. Crust or no crust?
I prefer no crust, but I'm lazy, so I'm just going to eat it. Now, Stephanie, let's go ham and cheese here. Stephanie will make the ham and cheese, and she'll grill it for Tyler. And now you grill up ham and cheese, and that's a different kind of versus series. You know what I'm saying? But for the ham and cheese part, how do you present that sandwich to someone who is lactose intolerant? You're talking about murder here. People that cannot have dairy products. So you're going to put one little piece of ham between two pieces of bread and say, here you go, and it's a nice day. Or would you rather than be able to have the full experience of the creamy peanut butter with, as Dale Jenkins would say, the only thing that exists, which is grape jelly.
Fruit of the vine.
You're oh my goodness. He got out of the cup. One day. Just one day. Well, the people have the peanut butter jelly is the answer.
Oh, ham and cheese, guys. Ham and cheese. You could deal with a little upset tummy versus death.
All right. My wife just outed me for posting our show on her party page. We need to address that before the show ends, which is very soon, I think. So here we go. The versus series, I think, brings itself to a conclusion. I think that we have addressed everything. I think we've both given our sides properly and appropriately. Appropriately is a little loose way of saying it, but we've presented it, and I think it's safe to say that both ham and cheese and peanut butter and jelly are okay for certain people, but peanut butter and jelly is the answer the people have chosen.
The people have chosen, Paul. It's great. Well, Paul,